feel like we're gonna have to have a second.
Whatever, fuck it. We'll
Yeah. All right, folks, that's enough of the dog chat. It's time. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hasan Piker.
Hello, Hasan Piker.
What's going on?
Well, I'm doing a debate. What about you?
That's what I'm doing as well. All right. Wait, hold on. Oh, are you going to show me all the time as well on the Zoom call?
Here, I can fix that. 1 second. Let me just set it to Ethan's outro here. There you go.
If you want, just show like not just Ethan, but yourself as well. If you're going to talk, like that's fine.
Hey, Hasan, leave the production notes to my team. You can switch your show how you like.
Well, you know, they were my coworkers as well, Ethan.
Well, it's been a while, my friends, and guess what? They are not now.
No, I know.
So let's start. I mean, so you did this content cop, right? And I mean, did that go how you expected? It didn't seem to hit very hard.
Can I lay some like ground rules so we can have like a productive conversation?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to come on to make this as issue specific as possible. But yes, you have grievances with me. And of course, I think they're valid to address.
Okay.
Of course,
good.
we'll talk about that. Hopefully, I'll be able to address some counterpoints as well, if you will allow me. In that,
Of course. Absolutely.
before we get started on anything, I would like to potentially talk about definitions so we can have like an established definition on a lot of the things that we're going to be talking about. Is that okay with you?
I mean, it depends how many definitions you got. What do you want to define? I don't want to get bogged down in this, so let's...
Use all mine. So hold on.
Go ahead. No worries. No worries.
Okay. All right. So you're fine with that?
I mean, up to a point, yeah.
Well, I mean, like...
I don't want to get bogged down in a conversation.
Sure.
Go ahead, start. No, I know you're not. I just want to get going.
So first and foremost, I think we should define what Zionism is and what you mean by Zionism and what I mean by Zionism so you can understand where I'm coming from.
The belief that Jews should have their own homeland in the historic, Palestine area. That's it.
Okay. All right. So I believe that Zionism is a religious ethno-supremacist ideology that revolves around the exterminationist policies of removing the indigenous population that lived in, as you said, historic Palestine, as long as they are not Jews, because it's a religious, ethno-religious supremacist ideology. I think that this is a disagreement that you and I have.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. If you want to add that, like the genesis of Zionism included, the displacement and, the ravaging of the culture that existed there, then I would agree with you. I mean, I don't think that the establishment of Israel was like a good thing. I mean, it was tragic and a lot of bad things happened. But let me ask you,
okay,
sir, how was filming that content? I just have to know what you were thinking as they were doing the Fortnite L behind you. No. We're here. I don't want to talk about definitions. You got your Zionism, and let's do the.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
did you not? You didn't
participated in other YouTube videos as well in the past?
No, but that Fortnite L dancing.
Okay.
I noticed you weren't in the other shots. Why was that? Oh, really? Who was interviewing you? Really?
Remember?
Really? Oh, that's convenient. I think you were embarrassed, frankly. You were absent from every other shot. I think you saw him doing that Fortnite dance, and you said, "I got to get out of this." And by the way, I'm giving you credit for that.
I mean, Ethan, you're a comedian. You participated in some sketches. It happens.
Not in that. I mean, shit. Yeah.
Famous sketches, you in a fucking diaper. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, we've done.
Well, I mean,
many things.
Okay, you know what? Let's not debate the merit of our comedy. You're right. I'm very hacky, and so are you.
Okay.
By the way, you believe that the likes were botted on that?
What?
You had said you thought the likes were botted on the content cop. Do you still believe that?
What? The likes were botted on the content cop? I don't know.
No, likes were botted. The dislikes are. Yeah, you said it was brigaded and was botted. And it was unnatural, the dislikes on the video.
Really, I don't really care about this. I mean,
Well, I'm asked. I don't care if you did say it. Oh, no.
Let's get back to some other definitions.
Hold on. Let me finish, and then you can do your definition. You think it was
Your definition.
That's fine. I'll answer how you like.
Did you? With it, like, I don't know if you know this, but I didn't publish the content cop. iDubbbz did.
Yes, I know that, and I've addressed him thoroughly. Do you know that? Do you believe he should have included the context of the CPS call?
What?
What? You don't know what I'm talking about?
Wait. I'm a little confused. You are asking me
Yes.
what my opinion is on
The video.
content cop.
Correct. That's not right.
The CPS. I don't know. Maybe. Sure. Okay. I mean,
Yes.
it was more so about. I think it was more so about like your year-long conquest of deplatforming and also
Right. Well, 90% of the clips were from that episode entitled "CPS Came to My House," Hasan. I don't know if you think that's an important detail. I sure.
Ethan, I think you know my position on this, as I've made it very clear. I think it's completely inappropriate to fucking call.
No. That's obvious. I'm saying your friend Hasan you made a video with did a total fucking hit job. All right, go ahead. Ask me a question.
I don't have any, like, dude.
Go ahead.
Listen. We're both content creators online. We both have received an endless wave of harassment. You and I have talked privately about this.
Hasan, I don't care. Let's just go on. I don't. I know what you're saying. We've both been harassed. The internet is tough. Whatever. Yada yada. Ask me a question.
Then please.
Because you're so boring, bro. I just want to have an interesting conversation. Go ahead.
Please, just hold on.
Wow. God forbid.
Do you? You and I are both content creators. We get an endless wave of harassment, doxing, swatting, all of this stuff. Okay. Sometimes by the same people, ironically enough, by the same communities. You and I know we've had these conversations in private before we, stop doing our podcast. And you know my position on this. I think it's completely.
I know you're against CPS. That's not like
you should disregard. Never in a million years.
Okay, ask me a question.
It's appropriate.
Very good. Ask me a question. Because you're not you're misrepresenting what I asked you. I didn't ask you, do you think it's okay that people called CPS? I asked that the video that you participated in, which was a total fucking hit job that used 90% of its clip from an episode of the podcast called CPS Got Called on Me and didn't even include the title of the podcast. Now, do you think that's fair?
I think you should take this up with iDubbbz instead of me.
Okay, sure. Ask me a question.
I didn't make any of the editorial decisions in iDubbbz's content.
I'm asking what you thought about it. Okay, not if you made it. It's pretty fucking, pretty obvious. Go ahead, ask me a question.
I'm sure that I'm sure that it would have been all right if he mentioned it.
It would have been all.
I thought we were going to talk about Israel-Palestine.
We're talking about whatever we want to talk about. You had said that I have problems with your character. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Character.
Hasan, ask me a question or I'm going to move on to the next topic here.
Editorial decision in his content cop.
I'm asking about your opinion on it. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Okay. Do you believe that Israel is committing a genocide in Gaza?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So you agree with numerous human rights organizations, the UN?
I already said yes.
Okay. Great. No, that's important. Thank you. Thank you for saying. I also agree on that. If you believe that Israel is committing a genocide in Gaza, do you feel like you have used your limited amount of time that you have as a content creator speaking out against Israel doing a genocide on the Palestinian population living in the Gaza Strip? Or do you feel like most of your commentary on that issue has overwhelmingly been to rail against people that are doing that? Pro-Palestinian kids.
Well, I don't know if
wronged by. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but if you're pro-Palestine, it doesn't absolve you of criticism. That's something that you guys keep harping on. Do I think my coverage?
I think
case. Okay. Do you think my coverage has been like totally balanced? I would say no. I've obviously given less time to the Palestinian perspective, and I think the reason for that is simply that.
I think rather than talking about that issue in and of itself, rather than talking about the genocide itself, every time you
Hasan, I'm answering your question.
Israel-Palestine, it almost always revolved around.
I was going to tell you why. Do you want to let me answer? I was going to explain that. Okay. Would you like me to? You asked me a question, so I'm going to answer it.
Go ahead.
The reason for that being is that I feel like I'm responding to a lot of bullshit that's been passed my way ever since Leftovers ended, starting from you and your community. Now, that's my answer to that. Now, let me ask you about this.
Mm-hmm.
This sword has a Nazi swastika. Do you disagree? What's funny?
I think it's funny because you've made this a major point of contention. That's why I think it's funny.
It's a swastika, is it not?
sword that is a bleach sword, as you know already, that has a hilt that has a Japanese manji sign on it. But yes, it does look like a swastika, as I've also noticed and have talked about on numerous occasions that you've brought forward on your